and I'm back with another travel series video, and for this video we're going to talk about airplane beauty hacks. I'm going to divide this topic into two. The first one is for the shorter flights and the second one is for long flights that we're going to have. If you're going to fly for only an hour or two, then you don't really need some other things I'm going to mention. That's why I divided it. So I'm going to start with that. For people who are traveling on shorter flights, then you just need to pack on vitamins on your system because you're still inside a plane with a lot of people. So there's a lot of viruses going around and you don't want to get sick on your vacation. And also bring SPF because you're up in the air and you're closer to the sun, especially if your flight is in the middle of the day. You are actually exposed to more sunlight and radiation. So make sure to bring a sunblock or put sunblock on before your flight so you will be protected. Let's proceed for longer flights because this is gonna be a lot. I've traveled many times on a straight flight. It's not a joke. It's hard. It's not only hard because you have to sit in a chair for 13 to 16 hours and you don't know how to position yourself, you know, but it's also hard because sometimes I experience like dryness, flakiness on my hand and my face and static on my hair. So I promise you guys this will help you a lot because this works on me. The night before your long flight, make sure to use a moisturizing facial mask like this, or you can use a deep moisturizing cream as well, but I prefer this one because I feel like my skin absorbs the moisture more when I use the mask since I have to let it sit on my face for a long time. And I also pack on vitamin C because I don't know, my immune system and my respiratory is weak, so I always drink vitamins. 1000 milligrams is what I drink the morning or a few hours before my flight so I could avoid getting viruses. I also don't put a lot of makeup on when I'm going on a long flight because I don't really need it. And I noticed that if I put like foundation or BB cream or like heavy base makeup on my face, it tends to flake on my face. Like it looks like my face is cracked. Like, I don't know, the creases are crazy, so I don't do that anymore. What I do is I use a moisturizer all over my face and then I just put on a pressed powder on top of it. And I use a tinted lip balm that doubles as a cheek tint. And then I just do my brows and that's it. The other reason why I don't also put a lot of makeup on when I'm going on a plane is because I tend to wash my face a lot because I feel like it's getting so dry. So I always go to the lavatory and wash my face. So I always bring a small facial cleanser with me and yeah, my moisturizer. But if you don't have time to go to the lavatory, or you're too lazy, or you just want to sit on your chair, the line is so long, then bring a facial wipe, or I use a baby wipe sometimes to just wipe my face with. If you're traveling for more than 8 hours, my advice is to pack on your moisturizer or your lotion on your hand and your feet every 4 hours. If you feel like your lips are getting really dry, then apply on your lip balm. It doesn't matter how often, just apply it. It will be good for your lips and of course it will make you feel better. And like what I have mentioned earlier, when you're up in the air, you're closer to the sunlight. SPF, guys, is the most important thing to pack. Don't forget to reapply if your flight is more than 2 hours, okay? Losing your luggage or going into a really wild turbulence is not the only scary thing that can happen to you during the flight, but also radiation exposure, because the higher the altitude, the higher radiation you're gonna get. So if you're a frequent traveler like me, you can do what I do. I pack on vitamin C. Sometimes I add vitamin E on my supplements. I also drink in-flight antioxidant-rich drink like green tea. The air in the high altitude, guys, lacks moisture and it's making the air cabin dry. That's why sometimes you feel like your skin is getting dehydrated, and the best solution to that is drinking at least 1 liter of water every 6 hours, or you can drink more if you would like. Combo that with your facial and skin moisturizer. Oh my gosh. The plane is also one of the places where there's a lot of germs going around, so it wouldn't hurt to pack on a hand sanitizer. So you can use your hand sanitizer before you eat or before you touch your face, because we tend to have breakouts if our hands are filled with germs. When you go to the lavatory on a plane, it's also dirty, so sometimes the planes doesn't have their antibacterial soap, so it's good to bring one just to be sure that you are germ-free. Sleep is very important if you're flying for a long time, and not a lot of airlines provide the eye mask. so you can actually invest one. It's very cheap. Here in the Philippines, there's a lot of like 50 pesos, 100 pesos eye mask, so you can sleep more comfortably. Especially if you're flying on a daytime and someone beside you wants their window up, or they're reading something and the light on their seat is you know, shining on you, then this is very important if you want your sleep and if you want to rest well. You also have an option to bring socks, guys, on your flight, because sometimes it tends to be cold inside the plane, and like what I said, not a lot of airlines provide this one, so you can bring whatever socks you'd like. What I do is I put lotion first and put on my socks so it will be more moisturized. Did you ever have that hair static problem when you're on a plane? Like when you're holding your hair will like join your hand. There's like an electric something going on. I actually experience that all the time. So what I do is I take my lotion, I put a little bit on my hand, and then I spread it all over my hands, moisturize my hands, extend it to my arms. And then whatever product left, I smooth my hair out with it. So it tends to work for me a lot. Like that. I think the pressure has something to do with the hair static. I'm not sure, but yeah, it happens to me all the time, especially on long flights. So that's, oh my gosh. So that's what I do to resolve hair static. One time I also experienced a 16-hour straight flight and I badly want to take a shower. I feel like my hair smells. I feel like my scalp is oily. So what I do to resolve that problem, very simple, guys. I bring baby powder. Baby powder is an alternative for dry shampoo. I use it all the time when I feel like my hair stinks. Even when I'm not on a flight, guys, even when I'm out or if I'm exposed to pollution and everything and I want to freshen up my hair, what I do is I put powder here on my scalp and then just spread it around like that. And then I just do that on the parts of my scalp that I feel like it's oily and smells. And then I put a little bit on my hand. Gosh, you hear that? The thunder is so crazy. And then I just do this with products on my hand, and I promise you guys, your hair will smell so fresh, and the oils on your hair will be gone in just a few seconds. All the products I mentioned are not hard to carry around because you can just fit it in one small cosmetic bag like this, and you can just put it on your hand carry or your big handbag, so it will be more accessible to you. So finally, you will hear the captain say, in a few minutes we'll be landing soon, and you want to look good for someone picking you up in the airport. What I do is a few hours before we land, I go to the lavatory and I wash my face with my antibacterial facial wash. I use this Pond's one, and then I put moisturizer on my face, and then I put powder, like a pressed powder, and then I just retouch my eyebrows and then put on a lip balm. And then what I do is I put on the lip balm on my lips, and then I just spread it around, and the remaining lipstick on my fingertips, I use it as my blush. So I just dab it on and then spread it, dab it on and just spread it, and voila! I'm ready to meet whoever is picking me up in the airport, or I'm ready for pictures or whatever, or selfie. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope I helped you out. I just told you what I do and what I know. If you know any airplane beauty hacks, just comment down below. If you have any more questions, also comment down below, or you can send me a message through Instagram, or my email is always all down below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'm so very grateful to all of you. I love you, and God bless you.